of attention. I'm your host, Flexian Martina Brown. We got the co-host.
Got your boy Jay Hurd.
And our guest today is Michael Burdette. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. He's 26 and he is the founder of a Big Chef Kitchen.
Yes, sir.
All right, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Man.
Okay, so personally for you, do you need to be, to have, or to feel?
I guess I'm an empath, so I guess I gotta feel.
You gotta feel.
I got to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I'm not feeling it, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I do what I feel. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how it be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so did you have a mentor? Or is there anybody influential in your life?
My pops. You know what I'm saying? Is as far as like just how I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? He the one that just. You know, I'm actually named after him, you know, so I'm a junior. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he the one that had me, you know what I'm saying, you know, going. But as far as, like, doing this chef thing, my uncle, he was a chef growing up. I had another uncle, he wasn't a chef, but he used to cook. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to watch them as young jits and everything, like, you know, so I'm just looking like. I think that's something I want to do, because I love food and big dog. You know what I'm saying? So, I love food, you feel me? So.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what made you get into being a chef business, or why didn't you go to school?
So I actually went to school.
Okay.
I went to school for a little bit, but it wasn't for being a chef. It was for accounting.
Okay.
What school you went to?
Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee?
Yeah, up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So,
that's HBCU?
No, it's PWI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just trying to cheat.
Yeah, but no, it was you know, I used to play football. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I wanted to play football, and my plan was to go up there and walk on. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't get no scholarship. But once I got up there, I'm like, man, it's lit. So I ain't, you know, and I just kind of wasn't focused at that time. So I guess I dropped out and just I started working at a hotel in Atlanta. And crazy thing is, I was setting up banquet rooms, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of sort of along the lines of what I do now, you know what I'm saying? But now I didn't even think about this then, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how it just came up, you know?
Okay, so who was more influential for you? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., or Obama?
All right, all them guys are influential, no doubt. We can't take nothing from them. And, you know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they like on both sides of the spectrum, you know what I'm saying? They you know, the good and the bad a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with the force in the hand, then with the peace deal. But it's like Obama when he came in, you feel me? Like, it was more about our grandmama, you know what I'm saying? They seeing that, you know what I'm saying? That was huge for them and for us, you know what I'm saying? Because they, you know, they went through all that. They went through Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? To see a black president sitting in that spot, like that's,
he did it without a blemish.
Then he did it, and then he did it so, you know, no scandals, no nothing. He took care of Osama, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you want that man to do? You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like it. Yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what prompted you to start Big Chef's Kitchen.
So I just like food. You know, I've been cooking all my life. I've been wanting to do this, but I just never knew what to do, how to do it, or anything. So I used to go to like people events and all type of stuff, and I just be eating the food. I'm like, man, the food is whack. And I'd be like, how much you charge these folks? Like, how much you pay them folks to make that food? They like, man, we made them. Like, man, like specifically my granny. Like, she had a party one time. They charged these folks like $600-$700 to make the food. Food was whack. I'm like, Granny, you could have gave me $200. We could have been eating for days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So she was like, you know. But then I realized that I ain't have no like, I hadn't done no events. I ain't had no pictures of no food. I ain't had no, you know what I'm saying. So I had to start at the bottom and then like really just build my stuff up, make a few little places here, Then my auntie, she had a birthday party, and I told my other auntie like, y'all buy the food, I'll make the food for free. And that was my first event. And off that event, and I didn't even have no shirts, no nows. I was out there in a white tee. And, you know what I'm saying? Just out there with food for my family. And from that event, I sparked 2, 3, 4 events. And that was almost a year ago, back in April. You know what I'm saying?
So how long altogether have you been in this business?
As far as you want to, like, restaurant industry? Or
as far as you being a chef, being catering?
This is a year. A year as far as Big Chef Kitchen.
Okay.
You know, matter of fact, last year around this time is when I came out. Like, I got some famous egg rolls everybody buy. Like this is the time last year where I came up with that recipe and started selling.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. That's good.
And then just this Saturday, I did an event in Atlanta. Sold my egg rolls, made a bunch of egg rolls, and I ended up selling out.
Okay, so you want to come up then?
Oh man, we going up, man.
I like
So
it.
if somebody wanted to contact you to get some, like, what is the website? What do you have?
You follow me on Instagram at Big Chef. It's with the number 8.
Okay.
So 8 IG and Chef CHEF. Oh, but yeah. So that's where you can follow me on that and TikTok. You know, Big Chef, the same thing. Big Chef on TikTok.
Right. So would you say that you cooking now that you're happy?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I love food and I put my love into the food. You know, a girl told me the other day she could taste that I put love in my food. It was really crazy.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I like it.
So if you had any advice for anyone thinking about this career choice, what would it be?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Like
if you're thinking about it, just do it.
And it's crazy. Like it's crazy to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the same advice that was given to me.
Right.
You know, I remember we were dropping my little sister off at school at college, and there was a dude out there. He had a food truck. You know, I'm sitting there looking like, man, that's something I want to do, or I'm trying to feed people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him. I'm like, bro, what you do? You know, trying to get, you know. He like, man, just do it. And I'm thinking at that time, like, just do it. Like, that's all you got for me, bro.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Then
do it like that.
And then that's just what it
is.
But
that's all it took for you to
That's all it took.
And then stirred up that fire.
Stirred up the fire.
You know, you
just gotta do. You just gotta take the certain little steps, and you know, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell anybody, bro, just trust the process. Because I remember, bro, I was selling little plates at the house. I was making $100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I, you know, okay, now we do that. Okay, what else I can do? Or just keep going. That's all. I put one foot in front of the other. You know
so what is the end result for Big Chef? Like, what do you want to see for a Big Chef?
I have no expectation.
None?
I have no expectation.
So we ain't talking about like food trucks?
Man, I'm talking about everything. Wherever it's going, it's going. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So it's like I'm going for it. Like if it's like a food truck, if it's a business adventure, if I meet somebody on the way and we end up having the same business interest and we do something, whether it be like open a casino or open a but wherever it's going, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's just how it's been happening, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like I got expectations. I want a food truck, I want a restaurant, I want to be able to give back to the community with it, you know. So I want to have cookouts and stuff like that for the community and stuff like that. But like I say, wherever it's going, it's going. Do you have like a chef that you idolize or? Nah, not really. I'm very picky about my food. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, my problem is like, I go to restaurants and I be eating, I be like, man, this was whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, I guess I don't know. That's just how I am, you know. And like, you know, my family, me and all my siblings, we all do it. You know what I'm saying? We all cook. You know, my sister, she got a business. She do cakes and treats and stuff like that.
Okay, go and give her a shout out.
Jazzy Twisted Treats. You know what I'm saying? She in Jacksonville, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know she doing her thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, this Saturday we end up collabing. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, with my stepbrother, my biological father, they got their own business, Smoke One and Son. You know what I'm saying? So we all collabed this weekend in Atlanta, and it was a movie. Like I'm just like I'm happy that like it's crazy. Like and to be here like with y'all right now, you know what I'm saying, talking about it, man, it's amazing. Yeah, we appreciate you coming through. You know, I always want to give back. You know, I always want to highlight. That's the reason why I did attention, was to highlight the things that aren't being highlighted. We see too much stuff highlighted that's in a negative light, so it's time to highlight that positivity. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is reach one, and that person gonna reach that one, reach that one, and then we're gonna make a change of effect. You know? That's it. So if you had to sum up your legacy into 3 words, what would it be? Family, love, and loyalty. I like that. That's just what I live by. Right. You know what I'm saying? And family don't just mean blood. Right. Because like, and I'm gonna attest to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Folk don't even really know my story. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to sum it up, I got 4 families, 4 different sizes of families. Like, you know what I'm saying? So and I need them all. You know what I'm saying? So with the love, like, that's right. I need that love. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Cancer. You feel me? So like, that's just in me. You know what I'm saying? And loyalty, that's something you got to have. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to go far, and especially like, you know, you know how they say like it take a village to like raise kids.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, like we all was once kids.
That is true.
We still need that same village. You feel what I'm talking about? So that's how I live by. You feel?
Okay.
For real.
All right, so this is always my last question. What do you feel needs to be brought to the world's attention?
The children. Man, I really like. I'm really big on that. Like kids. Like we gotta, the kids are our future. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we so kind of messed up and why we going through, you know what I'm saying? Because we kind of like, our inner child a little hurt. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why we can sometimes do this and that. You know what I'm saying? But if we focus on these kids, get them educated. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they have different outlets when they ain't got to go to the streets and all that stuff like that. We can really change the world with them.
Right. I feel like with me, because guys, I'm 41. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel like with you guys, I've known you guys, whatever. I feel like the fact that I actually cared, and what I said I was gonna do, I did. Yeah. And it made a difference. You see what I'm saying? Definitely. And so that's my way of giving back,
I feel that.
And that's just where it's at.
Yeah. I mean, because it comes down to your intentions. In the first place, like, so because you're going to be rewarded. You could do something good with bad intentions. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it ain't going to work out that same way.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? If you're doing it with good intention and you following through with it for real and you just doing it out of the pureness of your heart, you got no choice but to go up.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that.
That is true. So what would this is my question. What would be your advice to an upcoming 20-year-old?
Upcoming 20-year-old?
What would be your best advice?
Man, my best advice, as far as like a 20-year-old, you got to live. You know what I'm saying? You got to live, and you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have to, because that's just where you're gonna end up. That's how it's gonna get you to your end goal. So as far as a 20-year-old, keep living, but just be safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I got.
Right.
Because and as far as like young black kids and young black 20-year-olds, even all the other races, but specifically the young black ones.
Right.
That is a pivotal time in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And in those years, you want to have fun, but you want to focus and get something accomplished to go towards something.
Have some type of foundation.
Yes, some type of foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because you go. When I was 20, I ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, I was living in Atlanta. I was working. I was in school, and then I moved down here. I was working at Walmart third shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, and 6-7 years later, here we are.
Right.
So it's like, okay, that's my.
But I would also say that they have to be willing to listen. Stop thinking that you know everything.
But
because if you knew everything, you would already be there.
You would. But see, that take growth. And that take those experiences.
You're right.
Because at the same time, like, I ain't listen. I should have listened to such and such and such and such. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't go through it yourself, you don't believe. Like, to me, seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could tell you something every day. You know what I'm saying? But then it happens to you, you be like, dang, they did tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Now I went through it. So now we got 2 instances where we know what happened. You know
well, I'm going to say this. I'm a firm believer in if you can just tell me the stove is hot, I don't need to touch it to see.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? What you saying, that's cool, but what I'm saying is like the total opposite because I feel like that's the problem. Yeah. They aren't listening because they're like, these people don't have nothing to say. But if you don't have anything positive to say, keep your mouth shut and only put out positivity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because these young kids now, they know how to buck. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to look if you buck air, but try them if you want to.
Yeah.
They coming harder than what we was coming, in a way more vicious way, So if I would say anything, I would say they need to be able to trust the person that they're listening to. Right. Like these people that are put in place to be their leaders, like, they got to lead by example.
Well, at the same time, yes. Yeah, we as the leaders and everything, you got to lead by example. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This social media and this TV is not helping.
It's not at all.
It's not helping. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can tell your son, your daughter, hey, man, you don't need to do this. This can lead you to there. Mm-hmm. They get on TV. This man selling drugs, and he got a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the thing. We gotta change. We gotta change what the influences are for them. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, we gotta stop co-signing.
We
gotta stop co-signing.
You're right.
The stuff. It's because like I say, it started with us. Because like I was just telling my homegirl the other day, like, kids, like, they only absorb information. They really don't have no discernment. Right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like
you can't expect them to
pick
up a book and read, and they don't know how to read.
They don't know how to read, or you can't be in the car listening to NWA Fuck the Police, and then tell them, hold on, it ain't like that, right. But you get what I'm saying? Right, like you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, because as a kid you like, but that's just fuck the police, you bob in your head, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, fuck the police. So then you come back and then it's like, no. What you mean, no? Like, right. So it's like, cause then you tell them why they were singing the song, and because of Ryan and King, you know, you get it's crazy. Right. So it's like
it brought us back to a podcast me and her had earlier in the week where we have kids who they do too much of worrying about the white on black crime instead of the black on black crime.
Yeah, you know?
And once we get into the kids' heads that, hey, you know, worry about our people first before we worry about anything else, and everything, this right here be taken care of.
Oh yeah,
you know,
so we got to do for our people.
I definitely feel
we got to do for our people, man. That's what I want to do. Like that's type, you know what I'm saying? I want to like with this big chef kitchen. Like I plan on. When I make it, or even before I make it, like I want to know, like I say, do cookouts for the kids. You know, I want to get into these schools and, you know what I'm saying, hey man, look, y'all having a little event, you know what I'm saying, I come out here, y'all just buy the food, I'm cooking for the kids, right? You know what I'm saying, it's just because they want good food and they want to, you know, we want that camaraderie, we got to bring that back. Right. You know what I'm saying? You remember back in the day we used to have fish fries and stuff like that with the fam. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that no more, bro. We got to get back to that somewhere. Somewhere we lost that connection as far as all of us being together, and it's crazy because it's like just how we just got excited about a fish fry. Right. You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, like, you feel me? Like that's real though.
Right, man. You right.
That's real. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so it's like we that and that. That's what I'm saying. That's what like food. You know what I'm saying? That's how. I feel like that's how I'm going to have to connect to the people with the food, you know what I'm saying?
Bring you back to good times, okay.
They bring me back to good times, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know you done tasted something like, bro, I when I had, we was in such and such, and man, yeah, so, you know, when you out of town or somewhere, like New Orleans, you eat something, you're like, I remember that gumbo I had, boy, you know what I'm saying? That's how I want people to be like, man, when I was at Big Chef Kitchen, man, I had them egg rolls, or I had anything, like, I do anything, it ain't just the egg rolls, it ain't catering, I do meal prep, private, I just did a private event about 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Dinner for two for a birthday. You know what I'm saying? 3-course dinner. You know what I'm saying? Appetizer, entree, dessert. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, we could do it all. But whatever you need me to cook for your grandmama, I'll do it. You want to plate of collard green mac and cheese and some chicken?
I want to play
on a Sunday. I got you. There's nothing, man.
Well, I want to say thank you for coming through, dropping knowledge. You know, I really appreciate you, both of you guys. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, any topics that you think we should discuss, hit me at sunflowerspeaks@gmail.com. And anybody else have anything?
Remember one thing. Perfection is the killer process. Move. Do it like that. I really don't know you on the phone, but lately I know myself anymore. Yeah, you switched up, so you know I'm feeling torn. Lied about it, so I know the trust is gone. We can't get back yet, and still we carry on. Missing late, still in love, what was yeah? I never question you. I let you do what you wanted to do. Somehow those actions made me look a fool. See how you made me. And yes, bang.